is almost over, and for most of us, that means we'll be taking fewer trips and, well, using less gas. But that might not matter when it comes to our wallets. You see, the automatic gas tax hike is in effect and is steadily raising the price of gas at the pump. Last year's gas tax raised $95 million for the Commonwealth. Proponents say the money will go to fixing roads and bridges. Opponents say it's another cash cow for special interests like big business, unions, and construction companies. Back with us for her spin on all this is Diane McNamara, political strategist and president of Fire It Up PR. Diane, good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so the money's supposed to go to fixing roads and bridges. What's wrong with that?
Oh, it's fantastic if that's where it actually ended up.
And I sense you're skeptical.
I think it's fantastic when you give someone your word that you're going to do something. I find integrity to be a very attractive quality in our politicians. Unfortunately, it's not a very popular characteristic in Massachusetts. This tax hike is going to be exactly what every other tax hike has been in Massachusetts. Here's how it works. They say the money will go to bridges and roads. They'll allocate that money to the bridges and roads, but they'll hold it back and it will go into the general fund. We already have $3 billion in a fund right now that can be used in our bridges.
They get a lot of work done.
It's not getting used. It's sitting there. This is the way our legislature says it creates a shiny object, and we all say, oh, I want my roads done. I guess I'm going to have to go for that gas hike. And the problem is that money never gets spent where it says it's going to get spent. It goes into this incredibly fat coffer that is our budget in Massachusetts.
Who's leading the charge on this then?
Oh, I would say who's leading the charge to get the tax hike, continue the tax hike, which actually is going to effect in January 2015 after the midterm elections. The governor is. The governor held back $100 million in fiscal 2014 from the towns in Massachusetts, held it back from them. They couldn't spend it on their roads and bridges, and now that it's fiscal 2015, the money's going into the general fund. So if he's done that with the money we already have, we know he's going to do it with the money that supposedly is going to be collected through this tax.
You mentioned the governor. Governor Patrick has been vocal in his stance supporting the tax. Let's listen to what he said just a few months ago.
I do want to be clear. I support the indexing of the gas tax. This administration supports the indexing of the gas tax as a wise exercise of the legislature's responsibility and a helpful measure to deal with all this all these unmet transportation needs.
Oh, please.
That is not a solution in your mind. Oh, my God.
You know what a solution is? Because this is automatic, which is taxation without representation. We don't have tax increases in Massachusetts without having our voters having a say. Not this time. This is the first time, and probably since the revolution. But moreover, you need money for bridges and roads. Let me give you a few numbers, Ak. $500 million on the failed healthcare website, the Health Connector website. Right. The Romney website cost $3.5 million. $11 million, almost $12 million on making over the governor's office, $200 million in welfare fraud, $354 million on paying people that work for the state who make over $100,000. We've coughed it up to $354 million in added fees. There's enough money to fix the roads and bridges. So I am outraged by the fact that that governor thinks we need this money. No, we need a governor who has some integrity, who can make the tough choices in the budget we have.
You also need an oversight committee.
We need an oversight committee, and more importantly, we need the people who care about Market Basket and Ice Bucket Challenge and people who realize they have a voice. We need them to get involved in this issue. And it's something that is bipartisan. Representative Jeff Deal from Whitman, he's leading the charge in this on the opposition. He has a bipartisan committee, lots of grassroots effort. He is out there fighting the good fight, and I'm challenging everyone in Massachusetts to do the same. You go to tankthegastax.org. You put a sign on your lawn, you donate $17.76, and you make a difference with this election. And you vote yes on referendum 1. We'll talk more about this as we get closer to the election.
I have a feeling this isn't the last time we'll be discussing this.
I hope not.
Diane McNamara is the president of Fire It Up PR, political strategist as well. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you so much.
Sarbani, over to you.